Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Beth Perrick with Thrive in the Village. Welcome, Beth. It's so nice to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
I tell you, I love getting to know you all with Thrive. I love having you on the show. I had Mark on once before, but I just love the theme and that you're spreading this love and you're trying to make sure everybody's included. I just think it's such an amazing gift to be giving.
Oh, thank you. That makes me happy to know that you have got that concept. You have the concept. One of my goals today was to try to give like a general overall background of who we are and what we're doing right now, just to refresh people and kind of thinking, okay, so starting out in September, we're going to see what we're going to be doing this year.
Yeah. How did you get involved in Thrive? You're telling me you're one of the oldest members. Oh. Been with doing this since 2008. That
Yes.
is just wonderful. How did you get involved with it?
That is such an old story. There is a book called Humans of New York, and this man left Chicago, came to New York, was taking pictures. I'm telling you the shortened version here, taking pictures of people on the street and just putting them up on YouTube, no narrative. And then one day, he saw a woman, and she was dressed all in green. And he took her picture, and he just had to ask. And so he said, "Tell me, why are you dressed all in green?" And she said, "Because one day I had the best day of my life. And that day I was dressed in green. So now every day I'm dressed in green."
Oh, wow.
So then he put that narrative up, and YouTube exploded with people wanting to see the pictures and hear the stories of other people.
Yeah.
And so I thought that would be a good thing to do here in the village, to hear other stories and to get messages like we see behind you on the screen of joy and happiness and enjoying living. So I was on the third board at that time, and I went to the Media and Communications Committee, told that story. And the chair, whose name was Stanley, I can't remember his last name, but he was a really nice man, said, "You're it. You start this group." And so I pointed to a couple other people on the team and said, "Would you do this with me?" And they did, and Paul was a part of it immediately, that first meeting. And there was a woman named Heather Rasmussen who was the communications person here at the time, and she did, and so that's how it started. That was a long time ago.
Wow.
2008.
And so for you, for today, what does it mean for you to be in Thrive, or what's the best part of when you get out of it? What do you get out of it?
You know how, well, if you hear something that someone says to you, this touched me, did this happen? So when you hear that, when someone will come up to me and say, "Oh, thank you so much. I heard this and it just helped me through whatever difficult time they were having."
Yeah.
And so those individuals, or if I'm in the grocery store and somebody stops me and says, "I've seen you on TV, and I love that idea of thriving and doing well and being happy in this village." So that's when it touches your heart.
Yeah. It's absolutely your purpose. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I understand there's monthly themes and a Thrive Kindness project.
Yeah. Thrive Kindness, we started in 2021, I believe, and we had the whole year of kindness, and we decided we're keeping kindness there. So it's kind of our general overall, be kind to others and do something small, and kindness is a wonderful thing to do. So yes, and then we went to monthly themes this year. The theme for October is change. The theme for September is create. So we're trying to think of ways that we can promote. What do you do to create? Do you go to Clubhouse 4? Do you paint? Do you whatever,
Yes.
whatever that you do that's creative. Try a new game.
Right.
Do something different.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Always growing and expanding.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And so where and how does Thrive spread these stories and these messages?
Now you asked the really good question. So we do, and I had to write it down so I make sure, I hope I don't skip anything. We write articles in the Breeze and the Globe, and they are gracious enough to publish for us. We are on Village TV. Several of us have TV shows that we use to promote Thrive. Cindy Whitney's one of our people that do that, and Tom Nash has done that. There's just several of the people that do. We use the message board, which you can see behind you. We have TV interviews, and then when we have large activities in the village, like the Health and Wellness Fair, we have a table there, and we try to promote how do you thrive in the village, and enjoy and talk to the people. And so those are the ways we do it. And there is a beautiful, beautiful video that Paul Ortiz put together. And it is a Thrive video, but it's about the whole United States and thriving. And it's called the Beauty of California, but it pulls in other places as well as California and Laguna Woods and thriving.
Oh,
so that's another thing that you may see periodically on a loop on TV.
Definitely need to check that out. I found something the other day as I was working, and I'm assuming this is from you guys. I walked into the bathroom, and I know it wasn't necessarily for me, just for whoever found it, but I found this little card that says "You are fabulous," and I'm like, I know I should leave it in here for the next person, but I had to take it and keep it because I was so surprised. It made my day, and so now I have it on my desk.
That is lovely, and I can say it is not from the Thrive
It's
Group,
not.
but it's with the spirit and heart of the Thrive Group. So
one
there's another
person's kindness,
group
and then it spreads, right?
That's good. Oh, that makes me thrilled. That's great.
I understand other clubs collaborate with Thrive on posters and photos and help with all this as well. It's not just one group. It's not just one club or group that does this. It's actually a collaboration with a lot of people.
Right, they work with us and help us. And the thing is, we put the messages out. We do not have money. We don't fundraise, and we do not have money. So we have people in the video club that will make videos, and the camera club with pictures and make posters. And that's how it happens. We get that message out on TV and around. And when we show up at the activities, that recreation is one of the best helpers. Besides media and communications team, just this, we have so many connections of people that want to help us. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
I mean, that says, people in this village want to reach out and bring joy to others.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
and so Saddleback Memorial Care has also joined with Thrive.
Yes.
And they created things like the ice cream social.
Yes. So they are so much fun. And they have money. We don't have money. So they can buy things. So 4 times a year, we will be having ice cream socials. And the very first ice cream social was last year in September, and then we've had others since then, the ice cream floats, etc. In October, we will be having a harvest pie social, and I'm not sure if we're going to have ice cream or whipped cream or your choice on top of that. But look for the flyers and sign up, because we can only do like over 100 people, but not up to 200 people, to know that that's coming. And so this team works with us and teams with us to do the 4 times a year socials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
They are wonderful.
Well, there's definitely something to look forward to. That sounds like a great event. And Beth, thank you for being here today. I wish you definitely continued more success in this endeavor. It's truly benefiting.
Thank you. Would I have time to read one little thing?
Sure, real quick, yeah.
Okay, real quick. This is something that a woman that came to one of our socials said. And she said that she came to the village when her husband died, and she had all this feelings of emptiness after his death, she went and lived with her son, and she just didn't work, and she came here, and she was so afraid of being alone. And instead of being alone and sad, she found herself with people that reached out to her, complete strangers. And when she came to the ice cream social, she told that story, and she said, people have already been reaching out, and look at what you're doing here at this social, and I'm meeting all sorts of new friends.
So I love that. It gives me chills.
Yeah,
that is wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about Thrive or questions about any of their upcoming events, go ahead and email them at thriveinthevillage@gmail.com. Stay with us. We have more of This Day coming up with the Friends of Jewish Federation Club coming up next.